Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well. I have a couple methods that you can use to steal as much of whatever you like from any NPC in Baldur's Gate 3 that are RP friendly and don't rely on save scumming. Obviously, save scumming works really well with pickpocketing. You just save before you attempt, and if you fail or get caught, you just reload. If that's your thing, by all means go ahead and stop the video here and have fun playing how you want to. But if not, keep watching. For both my methods, I find the rogue is the best choice due to stealth and sleight of hand, but any class could work fine with this. I also strongly suggest using the Arcane Trickster subclass with this. The reason I choose Arcane Trickster is you can use Disguise Self so you won't lose any reputation with the traders, and Find Familiar if you need to distract anyone nearby. My first method relies on pickpocketing, so you will only get the items that you can successfully steal. My second method lets you take everything. You can use the timestamp below to jump ahead to that if you like. As you can see, I'm currently sitting at 100% reputation here, and I won't lose any of it from either method. Both methods take a little bit of setup, and you want to make sure you are at full health and have a healing potion or two as backup. You want to start by just sending in your rogue and leaving the rest of your party far away, so ungroup them first. Then you want to use Disguise Self. I tend to always choose the same one for my thieving. You also want to use Find Familiar. Choose the cat if you are stealing from someone who is surrounded by other NPCs, or the raven if you are stealing from someone who is all alone. Finally, depending on the location, you may need to place other members of your party in specific areas for your retreat. You want to plan your escape route carefully. If you use method 1, so you don't accidentally end up in a huge battle with everyone else around. Now you are ready to go steal stuff. For my first method, I will be pickpocketing. Head up to the trader and start by going into crouch, then choose the pickpocket option on the trader. As soon as their inventory pops up, go into turn-based mode. This gives you more time to steal, because if you don't, they may end up turning around and seeing that you are trying to steal. Now you can go ahead and steal whatever you like. Just keep going until you get everything you want, or get caught. With a high enough sleight of hand, you will be able to pass most of the checks, as long as you don't roll a 1. However, just like in real life, the NPCs will eventually notice that something is missing, and they will look around and accuse you. As soon as you fail, just choose the attack option. Rogues usually have a high initiative, so hopefully you end up going first. But if not, as long as the trader is not way over-leveled compared to you, you will be fine to take a couple hits. Regardless of turn order, you just want to run away. Depending on how strong the NPC is, you can either just run and take the attack of opportunity, or you can use the disengage bonus action. You just want to run away as far and as fast as you can, so make use of both your dash and the rogue's bonus dash action. These stack and give you a lot of distance that you can run. The reason I use the Raven Familiar is it has an attack called Rend Vision. This will blind the enemy, causing them to have reduced vision, and their attack rolls will have a penalty, which helps with your escape. I chose to have my Familiar flee with me, but you can choose to just sacrifice it and leave it there. This helps because the NPC will usually attack it first, before coming after you, which means you can just get farther away quicker. As you can see here, I quickly move one of my other party members into the gateway to hold it open for me, in case I need to run that far, because they will not open the gate for me while I am in battle. But this time I did not actually need to run that far. As soon as you are far enough away, you can flee combat and go to camp. You will see this option where your rest button normally is, so keep an eye on this. Once you get to camp, just dispel your disguise and you can immediately go back. But as a note, Familiars do not flee with you, so you must switch back to your Familiar and dismiss it, or when you go back you will just enter combat again. If you chose the leave camp option, you just go right back to where you left. Now if you like, you can go trade back all the stuff you just stole. Just be sure if there are any area of effect spells still active, you wait until they go away before running through them. And as you can see, I lost none of my reputation with this trader, thanks to my disguise. Now for my next method. You want to knock out the NPC and then loot them. It's a bit morally ambiguous, but if you are already stealing, chances are you would be okay with it. This method is actually a bit safer for your character, with less of a chance of getting involved in a battle than pickpocketing. This method also takes the same setup as the last one. As a quick recap, you want to use Disguise Self so you won't be recognized when you return in the future, split up your party, sending in only your rogue, and cast Find Familiar if there are other NPCs in the area. You want to choose the cat for this method. Once you are ready, head in. The first and most important thing you must do is go into the trade screen with the NPC. Anything you want to steal, you need to move over into the trade area. Don't trade, just move it over. What this does is it will put it into the NPC's inventory. If you don't do this, they will not have all the items on them when you go to loot them, and you will only get generic items off them. Once you have done that, simply exit out of the trade screen. Now you want to get into a position where you can successfully hide. If it is just you and the one NPC, you don't need to worry about using your cat. But if there are any other NPCs around, use your cat to distract them. Make sure your cat is out of range from your target, but will still distract everyone else. This may take some trial and error. You can see the area of effect for the cat's meow with the circle around it when you click on the button. Move your cat into place, then enter turn mode. Use your cat's meow, then end its turn. On your turn, crouch and end your turn. Now let the world's turn play out. All the NPCs in range will run to your cat. Now on your next turn, attack the NPC. Make sure you are using non-lethal damage. You don't want to accidentally kill them if you plan on repeating this or talking to them in the future. You can toggle this on in the passive menu, and you will see an icon by your character confirming that it is actually on. The rogue's sneak attack is a huge help with this, as it usually means you are able to knock them out in one hit. Once they are knocked out, just loot the body and take everything you want. You can be cheesy and move all the items you just stole to camp or to a different party member's inventory, or you can just steal what you can carry. Now you just want to go to camp. Assuming you did not get caught attacking or looting them, you can just go using your rest icon. If you did get caught, you may need to run away first. Now all you need to do is do a long rest for the NPC to regain its consciousness. However, you can continue playing as normal until you need to rest if you don't plan on immediately going back and interacting with the NPC. When you go back, no one will be the wiser that you just stole everything from them, and you can sell it all back. I hope this video helps. If it did, please consider leaving a like and subscribing, and feel free to leave a comment below. I will try to answer all of them. Otherwise, have fun, and thanks for watching.